is Skipper. Welcome to your first Java tutorial for students. And in this video we are going to talk about or look at what Java is and a brief history of Java and the basic needs before we start coding. So let's take a look at what Java is. Okay, Java is a general purpose computer programming language and is intended to let application developers write once, run anywhere, which means that compiled Java codes can run on all platforms that support Java without the need for recompilation. Okay, so now let's look at the history of Java. Java was first introduced by James Gosling and company in the year 1991. Okay, so originally called Oaks, it was renamed Java in 1995. Well, the story about how Java came about is very long. And since we are not interested in words but interested in codes, we are not going to talk about the history of Java into details. And so this is what I want to say about the history of Java. And now we move to the basic needs, the things we need before we start coding. Okay, so for our first basic need, we must make sure that we have Java Tools Software Development Kit, for short JDK, installed on our machine. JDK helps you write Java and compile it. Okay, so we are going to write codes in a language that we understand, and the computer will also compile these codes to its understanding. And without the JDK, the computer will not understand the code to which we are writing. Okay, so steps in downloading the JDK. So you first open your browser. If you like, you can start with the start menu, and then you look for your browser somewhere there which you know how to. And now I open mine, and in the address box, you type java.sun.com. java.sun.com. But because I do not have data, I cannot continue with this process. But I can give you the steps involved. Okay, so after you are done with your java.sun.com, you press your enter key, and then when the face opens, which is the home view, you go to the downloading. You look through the tabs and you see download. Okay, so when you have clicked on the download tab, you move down or you scroll down, and then you click on the first one you see, which is the Java SE. And now when you have clicked on the Java SE, it will open like how when you open Google, how the information comes, and then that one too, you select the first one. Okay, so try your best and install the JDK. And now when you download and you've extracted the Java out of it, you move to My Computer, and then you go to your drive C, local disk C, then program files. And the program files, my JDK is here, which it should not be. So I cut my JDK and I come to My Computer, and then local disk C. Then please, this is where you have to place your JDK, this area. And then I paste. Yeah, So when you are done, you close the window, and then if your JDK is also found on the D drive, which is to say on the local disk D, that one you try your possible best and you cut it from there, and then you bring it to the C, which is the local disk C. The reason being that when we start coding, we will be able to give a path, a direction to which we can find our JDK. Yes. And now let's move to the next basic need. So our next basic needs or need will be to have a notepad and a command prompt running. When I say running, not running away, but working. So when you go to all programs and then accessories, and then we have our command prompt here, okay. And we also go to the same process, all program, then accessories, then we go to our notepad. Good, the notepad is running. Okay, so let's talk a little about the notepad. The notepad is a text editor that is preferred over the rest, say MS Word and WordPad, because notepad does not capitalize any first word or a word after a full stop. So let's check it out. So you can see that our first word is not capitalized, and then the word after the full stop too is not capitalized. And then as another reason is that the notepad does not automatically text wrap, so you can type as long as you like, it will go. The reason being that Java is case sensitive. You must be very careful, and that is why we are using the notepad. Goes on and on and on and on. Good. So when we are done, we are going to do something we call compiling and saving, and then when we are done, we come to our command line, which we are going to use to summon anything that we have coded. So that is why I want these two to be functioning correctly. So let's minimize them. Okay, so now we've talked about all that I said, which is what is Java, history of Java, and then the basic needs before we start coding. So we've talked about what Java is, history of Java, and then its basic needs, which is getting the JDK installed, and then the second one is making sure that your notepad and your command prompt is working. Without much ado, this is where our first tutorial will bring us to. Okay, so in my next video we shall write, compile and save Java codes. If you have any question, contribution, or need any help, just comment it below, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.